Okay, so we are back again, guys, with a very simple, easy and also effective hybrid picking lesson. Okay, the concept is very clear here. What you need to do is lose your upstrokes with your picking hand and instead use your plucking fingers. So when you run your scales, your lines, your arpeggios, whatever, and you used to use alternate picking, now you use down pluck, down pluck, down pluck, okay, and just that. So instead of up, down, up, down, up, it's down, pluck, down, pluck. Okay, that's it. You don't have to worry about things like speed, okay, or wonder if this is counterproductive, because most of you guys will probably notice that if you play down up with a pick on one string, it's much faster and effective, and that is true, but you are not doing the exercise right now to play your scales up and down as fast as you can. You're doing to build the motorics of the hybrid picking. Okay, so when you want to do something like that, you will see that your hands will naturally grab and pluck the strings. Okay, so it's a different sound when you pick and a different when you pluck. That pop that you hear on a string, I think, especially when you are not using very high gain sound, is very effective, and you want to also have it in your arsenal. But here is the catch. Don't do things like that. Okay, for example, like I did here, play an arpeggio or play a scale or play your lines using that exercise I just mentioned when you are a total beginner. A total beginner doesn't have hasn't solidified a picking technique yet. So if you don't know how to alternate pick at least decent, or how to economy pick at least decent, it doesn't really matter which of the two you are doing. But if you can't do either of them competent enough, don't try this exercise, because you will just have mixed signals. Okay, and that is the last thing you want to do. Just for those of you that you have a certain technique down, okay, and technique I don't mean speed, I mean to be able to alternate pick, okay, decently, like that. Use like that. A few minutes a day. Doesn't have to be long session, grueling sessions of hybrid picking. So if you do that and you are already competent enough in alternate or economy picking, you will find out that when you are called to play a music piece, you forget about what you are going to use and leave yourself free. So when it's time to play on one string, you see that you will use most of the times up, down. Now, for example, sometimes when you want to pass to the next string, instead of use your pick, you will use unconsciously, okay, your hybrid finger. It doesn't have to be precise, it doesn't have to be like, for example, the alternate picking police chasing you and things like that. You have the freedom to mix and match, pick and choose whatever it is you are going to use. But the good thing here, that's what I'm trying to tell you, is that you don't need to be aware of it, okay? If you do the exercise I mentioned and for a couple of sessions and start playing, this hybrid style will be incorporated in your playing without you even noticing. So don't pay too much attention, keep what you're doing, but a few minutes a day of okay, down pluck, down pluck, down pluck, doing various things, we will help you to go to hybrid picking or hybrid picking motions smoothly and without much attention to what you're doing. And that's even better because you want to concentrate on your music, not on your picking. You simply want to hear what you want to hear and don't be overly conscious about what you're doing with your hands. Of course, as I said before, that only if you have a decent picking technique. If you are a total beginner, I will say forget about it, work on your alternate picking or your economy picking and come back a year or so later and do that. Okay, doesn't have to be rocket science, but the most important thing here is the timing, the when of the matter. So if you are a total beginner, forget it. If you can already alternate pick decently, try it. You will see only improvements without you even noticing. Okay, that's all. I've talked too much. I hope you find it useful. So keep on practicing and see you next time.